Your cat is rolling around on the floor. You laugh. You grab your phone. You hit record. But there's one possibility that never crosses your mind in that moment. Maybe she's not being cute. Maybe she's asking for help, and you're not hearing her. This isn't about dramatic cats. This isn't about you being a bad owner. This is about one reality that researchers from the University of Edinburgh uncovered in their 2019 study on pain expression in cats. That cats are animals evolutionarily programmed to hide pain. Not because they're tough, but because in the wild, showing weakness means death. So they learned. They disguised pain as something that looks like normal behavior, like affection, like adorable quirks. And you, without realizing it, have fallen for that disguise more times than you know. Today, we're going to break down 8 movements that get misread the most. The ones that look the funniest to you, the ones you record the most, and the ones that are the most dangerous to keep ignoring. What you're going to learn today isn't just a list of symptoms. You're going to understand why cats do these things, down to the biological logic buried underneath each movement. And after this video ends, you will never be able to watch your cat roll around on the floor the same way again. Because knowledge changes perspective, and a changed perspective can save a life, your cat's life. To understand why this happens, you need to go back, far back. About 10,000 years ago, your cat's ancestor, Felis silvestris libica, the African wildcat, lived alone in the deserts of the Middle East. No pack, no protection, just her and threats coming from every direction. In conditions like that, one rule applied above everything else: never look weak. A cat that appeared sick was easy prey. Larger predators would move in. Other cats would steal her territory. Even small prey would run faster, knowing the hunter wasn't at full capacity. So for thousands of years, evolution selected for cats that were brilliant at concealing pain. That could walk normally with an injured leg. That could eat with a stomach in knots. That could look completely relaxed while their body was fighting an infection. Cats that couldn't hide their weakness didn't survive. They didn't pass on their genes. The ones that survived were the best actors. And your cat today, sleeping on the couch, eating premium food, living a life completely removed from any predator, still carries that ancient program inside her DNA. Still concealing, still pretending everything is fine, even when everything is not fine at all. The problem now is this: you are not a predator, you're not a threat. You're the person who wants to help her, but she doesn't know that. Her instinct is older than your relationship, older than human civilization itself. And that's what makes the 8 movements we're about to go through so dangerous, because every single one looks completely normal. Movement 1. Rolling around and constantly asking to be scratched. You've seen this. Your cat suddenly drops to the floor, rolls left, rolls right, over and over, and seems to love every second when you scratch her. You think she's happy, being affectionate, asking for attention. But here's what nobody wants to tell you. Repetitive rolling paired with compulsive scratching of the same body area over and over can be a sign of dermatophytosis, a fungal skin infection, more commonly known as ringworm. Not a worm, a fungus. And according to data from the Cornell Feline Health Center, ringworm is the most common skin infection in cats, with intense itching as its primary symptom, an itch so persistent it makes cats roll and scratch without stopping. What makes it dangerous isn't just the suffering it causes your cat, it's that ringworm is highly contagious to humans. You who scratched her, you who petted her, you who were laughing while recording, you were already in direct contact. Watch for this. If the rolling always happens in the same spot on her body, if there are small hairless patches on her skin, or if the skin looks red or flaky, that's not cute. That's a cry for help. Movement 2. Rubbing her head against the corner of tables, walls, or the floor repeatedly. This is the one most often mistaken for affection. Your cat comes close, lowers her head, and presses it firmly into the corner of a piece of furniture. You think she's marking territory, claiming that this is hers, this is her home, this is her human. Some of that is true. Head bunting is a real affection behavior. But there's one critical difference you need to understand right now. Normal head bunting is light, occasional, usually directed at you, your hands, your legs, your face. But if your cat is pressing her head into the corner of an inanimate object with force, repeatedly, to the point where she looks like she's pushing her head into the surface, that's called head pressing. And head pressing is a serious neurological symptom. According to research published in the Journal of Veterinary Internal Medicine, compulsive head pressing can indicate nervous system damage, brain tumors, poisoning, or increased intracranial pressure. This is not a symptom you can wait on until it gets worse. You need to know the difference now, before you record it and post it as funny content. And here's the darker part. Movement 3. Sitting still like a loaf, but with legs that aren't quite folded right. The loaf position, a cat sitting with all 4 paws tucked neatly under her body, is one of the most iconic poses in cat internet culture. But there's a small detail almost everyone misses. A normal loaf position signals comfort. Paws perfectly tucked, eyes half closed and calm, body visibly relaxed. But a loaf position that signals a problem looks slightly different. The paws aren't perfectly tucked. 1 or 2 legs extend slightly forward because your cat can't fold them comfortably. The head drops a little, and most importantly, your cat doesn't move for a long time, even when something that would normally grab her attention is right in front of her. This is the posture of a cat in pain. She's still not because she's relaxed. She's still because moving hurts. The conditions most often hiding behind this posture: kidney disease, pancreatitis, or abdominal pain. All 3 are silent killers in cats, developing slowly with almost no dramatic symptoms until suddenly it's too late. Movement 4. Excessive yawning and constantly licking her nose. This one looks hilarious. A cat yawning wide while repeatedly flicking her tongue to her nose. Who isn't charmed by that? But excessive yawning paired with compulsive nose licking is a combination that veterinary medicine calls a sign of nausea. And nausea in cats can come from many places. Hairballs causing blockage, kidney problems, liver failure, even poisoning. Research published in Veterinary Record in 2017 found that many cat owners failed to recognize nausea in their pets because the symptoms aren't as dramatic as they are in humans. Cats don't always vomit when nauseous. Sometimes they just yawn, lick their nose, avoid their food bowl, and their owner thinks the cat is sleepy or just being picky about food. Movement 5. Chasing her own tail or slapping it repeatedly. This is one of the most viral pieces of content across every platform. A cat spinning in circles, chasing her own tail like she's playing with an invisible toy. Funny, yes, but it can also be a sign of a condition called feline hyperesthesia syndrome, a skin hypersensitivity disorder that causes cats to feel abnormal sensations running along their back and tail. That sensation can be intense itching, pain, or even a kind of numbness that shifts into discomfort they have no other way to express. Cats with this condition sometimes bolt across the room for no visible reason, slap their own tail aggressively, bite their tail until it bleeds, and between those episodes, they look completely normal, calm, like an ordinary cat just fooling around. Now think about your cat, not the cat in the video you just watched, not someone else's cat. Your cat, the one who slept next to you last night, the one who asked for breakfast this morning. When did you last actually watch her? Not to record, not because she was doing something funny, but because you genuinely wanted to know how she was doing today. That's an honest question, and for most of us, the answer isn't comfortable to admit. We live in an era where cats have become one of the most popular content subjects on Earth. There are over 6.5 billion cat videos on YouTube alone, according to Pew Research data. We record them, we upload them, we earn likes and views from them. But there's a paradox happening in the middle of all that. The more we record cats, the more we see them as content. And the more we see them as content, the more we miss the small moments that actually matter for us to catch as owners. Movement 6. Pawing at the side of their food bowl or appearing to bury their food. You've probably seen this. Your cat taps the edge of her food bowl after eating, or even before she starts. You think she's playing, or being endearingly weird. But this can be a sign of dental or gum pain. Cats experiencing mouth pain often avoid direct contact between food and the area that hurts. They paw food to the side of the bowl, or even make burying motions as if they don't want to touch it. According to the American Veterinary Dental College, more than 70% of cats over the age of 3 already show signs of periodontal disease. 70%. But because cats don't cry when their teeth hurt, because they keep eating despite the pain, because they hide it, owners don't know. Movement 7. Rubbing their face along the floor or carpet. This gets recorded as a funny moment constantly. A cat suddenly pressing their face into the carpet and dragging it back and forth. But this can signal ear infections, eye problems, or dental pain. Discomfort in the facial area makes cats search for a surface to rub against as a way of relieving a sensation they can't eliminate on their own. Movement 8. Standing at the door or window and making low, repetitive sounds, not always a sign they want to go outside. In older cats, repetitive vocalizations that seem to have no cause, low moaning toward a specific spot, appearing to talk to corners of the room, standing and staring at walls, can be an early sign of cognitive dysfunction syndrome. This is the feline equivalent of dementia. And the symptoms often first appear as weird, quirky behavior that seems funny before eventually progressing into serious disorientation. You're probably sitting right now and running back through your memory when your cat last did one of these things. Whether you recorded it, whether you laughed, this isn't to make you feel guilty. No one can be blamed for not knowing what they were never taught. We all learn from wherever we are, but now you know. And there's a very simple shift you can make starting today. Before you reach for your phone to record your cat doing something funny, take 10 seconds. Observe first. Ask yourself, Is this movement repetitive? Is it always happening in the same area? Is there something slightly different from usual? Those 10 seconds could be the difference between content and care. Researchers from the International Society of Feline Medicine always emphasize one thing to cat owners around the world. You are your cat's first doctor, not because you have a degree, but because you're there every single day. You see the small things that will never be visible during a 10-minute clinic visit. You have that power. The question is only whether you use it. Cats never chose to be mysterious. They never chose to hide their pain. That's not personality, that's inheritance. An inheritance from millions of years of surviving in a world that left no room for weakness. What they did choose, in the simplest way they know how, is to stay near you, to still come when you call, to still sleep at the foot of your bed tonight. That's not a small thing for an animal that instinctively conceals everything. That trust is the greatest gift they're capable of giving. So, give them something equal in return, not a recording, not content, genuine attention. Because there's a chance, small but real, that tonight, when your cat is sitting quietly in the corner, looking calm and perfectly fine, she is not perfectly fine. And the only person who can catch that is you. If this video changed the way you see your cat today, leave a comment below. Tell me which movement you used to think was cute, but now see completely differently. And if you have a friend who owns a cat, send this video to them. Not because it's interesting, but because there might be one cat out there whose owner needs to know this today, not tomorrow. Subscribe for what's coming next, because there are still so many things about your cat that nobody has been willing to tell you.